Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another live collaboration between Matter of Opinion and Hold Up, Hear Me Out, though.
Yeah.
What's going on, ladies and gents, on this Saturday night?
Nothing much. Chilling, chilling.
Same
Yeah,
here. I'm feeling.
I know that's right. I know that's right. All right, so there's an impromptu live. We didn't schedule anything like that, but we got some very good topics that we're gonna cover this evening, and I appreciate you guys joining us. Um, before we get started, we were supposed to do a social media Fridays, our Friday live social media, but because of scheduling, it didn't happen. So we're here tonight, ready to get it on and popping or whatever. We got, like I said, we got a multitude of topics that we got to cover, but the main one that we're gonna lead off with is, the man who gets shot while trying to stop a domestic dispute. And it's interesting too because I remember did a live previously and we was talking about, how we got to protect women and when it
Hmm.
comes to like certain situations and everything like that. But this video clip right here that we're going to play, like, that can change a lot of people's minds when it comes to these topics. You feel me? Because yeah, when I seen that, I was like, yo, that's kind of serious. That's kind of serious. So without further ado, leading y'all on and everything like that, let's play this clip that hit social media. Let me see. Share screen. Give me 1 second. All right.
In Town 2,
All right. Let me play from the
happened
beginning.
at a gas station along Candler Road. In Town 2, Steve Gilbach is there live. Steve, you just got an update from investigators there now. What do you know?
Oh, they're still looking for a man and a woman in a car that sped off from this gas station. They were parked at a pump around 2 a.m. this morning when police say that just a bystander here at the gas station was hanging out, saw a couple in that car fighting. He says that the woman was being beaten by that driver, and then the driver supposedly pulled a gun on the man who came up to the car, tried to defend that woman because he saw that fight going on in the car. But that's, again, when they say that victim was murdered here. They were parked right here at one of these gas pumps. And then again, we know that the suspect and the woman who still may be in danger sped off from here. We don't have a good description of that car. Was only told it was a white vehicle, and we have no information on this victim. But again, it sounds like he wasn't even connected to this couple, just saw what was going on here at the gas pump, wanted to defend this woman and stepped in, and now he is dead. And we'll work to get more information again on possibly the suspect, the car, and this victim who lost his life. I have another live report for you coming up in the next half hour.
So, Steve, the person who came up and tried to help, that's the person that lost their life.
Correct.
Okay, we'll be checking back for more information.
All right. So with that being said, like, what what is you guys take on the matter? Like that's what I want to know. What is your take on the matter? Because that's kind of serious where you see a woman is being attacked by a gentleman in a car. You go to defend it, you wind up losing your life doing it. Like, what is your take? Which one of y'all want to go first on it?
You know what? I'm going to start. That is crazy. Like, if I'm in the car with this person and they're beating me up, I would want somebody to come help me. But on the flip side is you don't know what's going to happen on the other end of that door.
Before you go on, I just want to give a shout out to a phenomenal woman who said in the chat, "How sad is that? We got to do better because I'm tired." I agree, but go on, Erica P.
I'm like, it's hard because it's like on one hand, it's like you want to step in and go help. And then on the other end, it's like, if I help, I may not be able to go home to my family. So like it's hard for me at this point. It's like maybe and it's and I guess my thing is, would it being at the gas station, even if I would have called the cops, you don't know how long it would have took for the cops to even get to the gas station. They would have pumped their gas and left before the cops even showed up sometimes.
Yeah,
Correct.
June, what's your take, man?
I mean, I was always the guy that felt like even if it was a guy being like, victimized. I always thought it was our responsibility to help. And my wife, she has the mindset, no, like when we were dating, she'd be like, no, I don't want to lose you trying to help somebody else. And I asked her, I was like, but what if we had a daughter and we seen somebody like, chasing her? Wouldn't you want somebody to help? She was like, yeah, she would want. And I'm like, that's why I would have to help. After watching that and hearing that, I'm sorry, I wouldn't help. I personally would not lose my life for a situation I do not know anything about. I don't know what she did to him, and I know that's bad to blame the victim, but I don't know what she did. I don't know if she was just caught cheating. Hey, you got to pay for what you did. So she lose her life. I shouldn't lose my life trying to help somebody. And the woman didn't even come forward. It's like, why didn't she come forward? Why isn't that guy arrested who killed that other guy? Like, he tried to save your life and you didn't even come forward. I have an issue with that. So I wouldn't lose my life for somebody I don't know. And it sucked because I would want somebody to help my mother, my wife, my daughter, my friends, Erica P. Like, I would want somebody to help y'all, but should I lose my life for that? I don't know. Walls, how you feeling? Because I don't know.
See, it's kind of a catch-22 because we always preach about how we got to make things better in our communities. Everything starts from the community. It starts from home. Well, it starts from home and then it goes to the community. I get that. And like I said, you have a lot of people saying we don't want cops around here, stuff like this. So once you get into that mindset, you're pretty much leaving it up to the community itself, right? So if you're leaving it up to the community, that means that you got to take the burden that comes with it, so to speak. Me personally, if I see somebody like doing something to somebody or whatever, my approach is going to be different where I'm just going to be like, hey, is everything okay? Because I don't know what my man's approach was. So that's number one. I don't know what his approach was. But if I walk over there and I just be like, hey, is everything okay? Things seem like a situation is crazy here. If the person is like, yo, get the F out of my face or something like that, then that's when I'm gonna reevaluate my next step of action, so to speak. Because I would want somebody to step in for me, my wife or daughter or whoever it may be. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, I would want that kind of aid in a time like that, so to speak. So if we're asking that we gotta make our communities better and everything like this, then how could we not accept that responsibility, so to speak?
Yeah, but I'm not of the population that feel like, no, get rid of the police. Nah, like, I will call the cops for you, but I can't lose my life just trying to make sure he's not being a crazy person. Like, I shouldn't
No,
lose my life for that.
no, I know that, but what I'm saying is, even with all the craziness that's going, even if we're not saying like get rid of the police, so to speak, we
Uh-huh.
still say that change starts within the home, then the community.
That's true.
You get what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. Like, think about it. When we was younger, if something happens, whatever, the people in the community call us out. They'll either tear our butt up, whatever, and then tell our folks like, yo,
Yeah.
XYZ. You get what I'm saying? So that's why I'm saying, like, how do we get to that if nobody, like, if we're gonna be scared to step up? So, and I get it. I get the whole premises of why a person would be scared to do it because of situations like this. You get what I'm saying? But I guess I'm saying, like, how could we find a medium?
But the problem is you're not going to. And I'm going to tell you
Okay.
why.
Yeah.
And the reason that you're not going to find that medium is because guess what? When they stopped at the gas station, that lady had all opportunity to get out that car too.
That's
She
true.
didn't have to sit there and get abused. She didn't have
That's
to sit there and let the other person take the aggression from this guy. So one or two things. Maybe she stayed in the car because she thought it would have smoothed his situation over. Or two, the minute that dude pulled out the gun, maybe she thought she could have got it too. Either way, you stay in the car with him, he already got a weapon. So are you fearing for your life?
You're right.
Yeah.
Do you get out of the car and you still fear for your life? Because obviously, if this guy is putting his hands on you at this gas station, that means he's probably put his hands on you before.
Oh, fact.
Phenomenal
And
woman
who
said.
knows if it's been worse or not.
Phenomenal woman said at the times that we are living in, walk away. You can't help people anymore, and 9 times out of 10 she would be with him the next day, and here you are dead and talking to your family. And that is
Take it
very
from your
true.
family.
Phenomenal woman, because she left in the car with him. She didn't jump out, scream, or nothing like that. But something that you said, Erica P, definitely make sense to me. She should have got out the car on her own. And I guess I can now like kind of side with what both of you are saying, because it's a difference if somebody come running up to you saying, "Oh my God, help me! I need help. This person's abusing me."
Yes.
So that in a situation like that, okay, I can understand, because that means you're trying to run away from danger. So I can get that. But yeah, if you just see them arguing and she's not walking away and taking the abuse, call 911.
Or think about it, right? They got all of these commercials where, you know, women could put the black dot on their hand when they go into places. You know, they're trying to make people more aware of, hey, if I'm in a domestic situation, these are the things to do to help me in them situations. She could have went inside to the, inside for the gas, because, a lot of times that late at night, the attendant's not coming out to take money from you.
But
You got to walk inside. So
here's a
she
question,
could have
though.
walked inside.
Here's a question though. What if he was holding the gun at her hip, like, you better not step out this car?
Well, then that's something that you can't predict, because you don't know.
No, but I'm just saying, like,
But somebody would have had to pump the gas. Think about it. He's at the gas station, so you stopped in the gas station for one of two things: either to get gas, or you go inside of the convenience store.
Not in all places. Some places you got to pump your own gas.
Yeah, I think that was Georgia, because it said
you got to pump your own gas.
So somebody would have had to get out to pump the gas. So he can't sit there with the gun on you and pump the gas at the same time. So he would have had to choose. When he made the attempt to get out of the car to go pump the gas, you're in the front seat. I can't put child locks on the front seat door.
But you'll be surprised. But you'll be surprised how many people are in them situations and they feel stuck. When they have opportunities to run away, they still feel stuck. So we can only look at it on the surface. But I get what you're saying 100%. I get what you're saying 100%. But yeah, man. So you're saying, both of y'all are saying, yo, just mind your business, call 911 and keep it moving?
Yes. Look, at this point, I got kids. I can't be losing my life for somebody else. I got to make sure that I get back home at the end of the day. So like I said, I will do my due diligence. I'll take the license plate number. I will take the color of the vehicle. Look, I also go so far as to tell you the make and the model, because a lot of these cars I could probably tell you once I see the back lights at this point. I will run it down for you. It was a white 4-door sedan.
You don't even
Toyota
need that.
Avalon.
You don't even need that. Everybody got.
I'm about to say, snapped it with the phone real fast, and I'm gonna give you a full license plate. I'm not even giving you the partial, because I just snapped it with the phone to give you the full license plate, and it's gonna tell you it was a Georgia license plate, and I'm at mile marker such and such at this particular gas station. So you ain't even gotta run the tape for the gas station, because I got everything already ready for you.
That's as far as I'm going. I'm not asking anything. I'm sorry.
I'm not going over there either, because the minute he hits you the first time, I'm gonna tell you how I got enough gas to get me to the next gas station. Gotta go. Bye.
That's it.
Tanisha said she had to have been scared for her life.
Yeah.
Okay, I agree. And Phenomenal Woman said, sadly, a lot of women think that's love. I have only one son, and I want him to walk away, because these women take that as love, like as love. They like it. I agree 100%. But yeah, for me, I'll walk away. I'll call 911 from a distance and keep it pushing. It is what it is. All right. We're going to switch to the next topic of this evening, which is a woman lures and robs a victim of valuables before vanishing. And this, my friends, is why men, we need to do better and not think with our little head, but our big head. So let's get into that. Let me cue it up for you, ladies and gentlemen. All right, I gotta find which one it is here. All right, here we go.
Coming back.
Let me refresh it.
All right.
Place. Allegedly, we walked back. I don't remember that.
Cameras at his apartment building show the pair walking in around 1:20 a.m. hand in hand, and then about 2 hours later, they show the woman leaving by herself. The next thing Scally remembers is waking up at 6 a.m.
I really couldn't even feel my legs. It was tough getting to the lobby. The cops came. Maybe it was a lot of shock too, but I had a tough time even saying my name.
Turns out that woman stole 2 of his pricey watches, his phone, and his wallet, getting away with more than $52,000 worth of items and cash. At the hospital, a toxicology test showed Scally had the date rape drug GHB and tranquilizers, ketamine, and benzos in his bloodstream. And he says this experience...
Remember.
All right. So yeah. So pretty much in a nutshell, this dude met this chick at a club or something like that, took her back to the hotel, drugged her, she drugged him up, walked away with over $50,000 worth of goods. I tell you, man, the things dudes do for the poon is crazy. All right. So June, hearing this, being the fact that you're a man, what is your take on this?
The way I feel, first off, let me just say he's too old for that to have happened to him. Like when I was younger, no lie, that would have probably happened to me. Like I could see that happening where I'm just like, oh man, she feeling me. You thinking with your little head, so that could have happened. But at this age, what are you doing? Like, how are you not careful enough to buy your own drink, to even watch your drink? Like, I don't get it. I think he deserved it. That's how I feel.
You know what though? Because I remember when I used to drive for a cab company, and I remember I picked up this rich white, this well, I don't know if he was rich, but it was this white dude, and he was talking like he got hella bread and stuff like this. And he was literally telling me, yo, we was up almost by like New York, Alpine, New Jersey. And he was like, yo, take me to this club in Newark. I'm like, I don't know how you know about a club in Newark anyway, but hey, it is what it is. So as we're going there, he's like, yo, I got hella bread, to try and get a chick to go in a hotel room, yada, yada. And he's showing me pictures on his phones of chicks that he not slept with, but linked up with, one night stands and all this stuff like this. So yeah, I think a lot of men, when they go out on these business trips and stuff like that, especially the men of wealth, they're looking at it as, yo, I'll pay for a good time, because who knows? He probably could have been looking to pay her for a good time, and she was like, oh, that's an ops. All right. You get what I'm saying? So believe it or not, it goes on a lot. I understand at that age. I understand that.
Believe that, but
yeah,
I'm not drinking a drink that you made for me or any of that. I know what it is. You're coming just to get something done, and you getting out. Like, that's it. Like, you're not going to be around my drink for that to happen. Like, you would allow that?
But how do you know she didn't do it in the room?
Problem is, okay, so think about it, right? They said that he was drugged, and remember he said in the first clip, he doesn't even remember walking back to the place.
True.
So that's something that happened in that club before they even started. Think about it. People talking, you talking to the person next to you, you're turning around. You're not. Yeah. Your drink is not in your hand like this 24/7. You don't let it on the bar. But
I don't know.
I'm like most people. Yes, being a female, yes, I'm going to the club. If I'm moving, I got the napkin on, because those are things like, as women, they tell you to start doing. Being a guy, a lot of times the guys don't think about that. They just want to sit and talk. They beer sitting there to the side, and they chilling. They talking around. They looking back and forth. Obviously, the chick was something to look at. So you're talking to her. You don't know if she got somebody else with her who could be messing with the drink while he's talking to her, and you got somebody on the side of him.
That is true. But check this out, too. If this guy feels like he's overachieving with this woman, like he's all giddy and not even thinking about, yo, this chick could probably, I could be an ops for this woman. You get what I'm saying? So if you're oblivious and not even thinking that you're an ops, you're not going to be holding your drink. You're going to be socializing, because you're going to drink, take your drink, whatever, put your cup down, and you into her like, yeah, so, you trying to get your Mac on, so to speak. And yeah, any little thing, whether you turn around like, hey, bartender, come here, boom.
Like Victor said, he is simp.
Yeah.
And that's what he deserves.
This is what I will say.
See, but I don't even think it's on some simp stuff. I really do feel like this dude went out to the club by himself. You ain't got nobody
try and get some buns.
And you trying to get some. So you talking to whoever about to talk to you. He don't look like he wasn't that old.
But I do know women date rape. Like, that's something I do know.
Correct.
Yeah.
They do.
Now, if I'm by myself, I'd just be too scared. I guess I'm paranoid. The fact that I'm paranoid, I'm scared of things like that. So
yeah.
It just, I get it. He probably didn't know. And like you said, she could have been with somebody else. They could have been working in a tandem, and he turned around, and I
Yeah,
dig that.
yo, phenomenal woman made a good point. If you take your eyes off your drink, leave it there. Period. I agree 100%, yo. Just leave it. These are telltale signs of things like, yo, I've done seen too many social media or TikTok feeds.
Mhm.
I'm not I'm not falling for this one, but I will say, man, if that man is married, phew, you got a lot of explaining to do, bruh.
He already knows.
See, but look, I don't even think that's the case. Because think about it. He said he was walking distance. So that means this is one of two things. This is either somebody who's seen him going to this bar before, because you're not just going and walking. A lot of times, if somebody's going to the bar, you got keys in your hand, you drinking 1 or 2 drinks, so you make sure you ain't drinking too much to go to this car to leave. That means this
Not if
was,
not if you did a business trip in the hotel that you stay at. Is
but
like
it wasn't a
couple as
hotel. They
block
said
away.
this was his apartment.
Uh,
Like if you heard in the
Oh,
news
that
clip,
was
it
an
said,
apartment.
yeah, it
yeah.
said his apartment.
Oh, I thought
It
he
said
went
his
to the
apartment.
place.
They said he was about 25 or so, and he walked.
But
Remember, they
here's the
showed
thing,
him
though.
walking
Here's
to
the
the
thing, though.
apartment with him and her
How
walking.
how do we even know he went out there with the intentions of trying to bag something? He probably could have went to the bar to hang out. She pushed up on him, and
Correct. But
Possible.
that's what I'm saying, though. It it's vice versa. It doesn't say, hey, I was really going to bag. I'm letting off
look,
steam. This is the end of the
Look,
week. I don't
here's
walk to this place.
here's
You're
the
walking
thing.
distance from your
Here's
That's fair.
apartment.
That's
here's the
fair.
thing. Here's the thing. This woman, they're saying, done this to multiple guys because so
Correct.
she
So
knew
that
what to
means
look for.
she put a
She
mark on
stepped
him
to
already.
him. She
Correct.
stepped to him. So like the fact that she's already, honed her craft in this department, she definitely stepped to him.
And my thing is,
You
this is
feel
a
me?
bar that's in his neighborhood. He could have been a
Yeah.
regular at that bar.
Strategic Eyes is in the building. He said, "Mind your business." She chose him.
Exactly. That's how I'm feeling. She chose that mark. She
Yo,
chose that one.
before we go on, I just want to say definitely check out the Strategic Eyes show. Check out his channel. Doing amazing things on that channel, man. Tomorrow we're supposed to be doing a collaboration. I don't know if it's going to be live or pre-recorded or whatever, but definitely look forward to that. But yeah, check out my man Strategic Eyes. Definitely a phenomenal channel. So shout outs to him. And thanks for coming by, my brother. Um let me see. Hold on. Phenomenal woman. She said, yep, he a simp. Trust no one. And Strategic Eyes said, oh, I'm talking about the title. I don't know what y'all talking about. Yeah, that was the first topic. The first topic of the man that got shot during a domestic violence dispute at a gas station. Right now, we're talking about a man who basically got date raped from a chick and got robbed for over 50K.
Mm.
His watch, money, the whole nine. But yeah, Vic said she spotted a sucker a mile away. Yeah, yo, when you hone your craft that good, you're gonna eye your mark. You're gonna see your ops. So, hey, she did what she did, and they said, I believe to this day, they still didn't catch her yet. She just vanished.
Oh
So
wow.
yeah, she honed her craft, man. So
I'm gonna say, you
fellas,
gotta think. She can throw a
Fel-
wig on. She can do all types of foolery. Ain't nobody gonna know who this chick is.
look,
True.
fellas,
She'd probably seen where the cameras was when they was walking this apartment.
look, we live in a different era now because June, you could even attest to it. Remember back in the day, if a woman was ready to give it up to you too quick, we're like, hold up, something ain't right.
Of course.
You feel me? And we don't live in a realm, the times nowadays where guys don't step back and take a pause, like, hold up, this might be too good to be true. So
But I was in a situation like he was in. Nothing happened, but I think that's what was gonna happen. And I wasn't thinking that till after the fact. When Drew and Raven told me, like, yo, be careful, I didn't think it was
Yeah.
that could have happened to me back then.
Yep.
To be honest.
Strategic said that happens all the time. I've taken 3 reports of that already. I believe it, yo. I believe that goes on a lot, yo. Hell, Cardi B was even promoting like, yo, this is what I did before I made it. Yep, Strategic just took the words right out of my mouth. Yo, you feel me? So yeah, it is what it is, man. Like, yo, fellas, be careful out there for real. And that's another thing too. Why do you think like women know a lot of guys will do anything for the punani? So that's why you see the whole TikTok trend going on, women showing their buns and all this stuff like that. Because dudes is like desperate for the buns. You feel like they're like salvaging, foaming out the mouth for that stuff. And a lot of times, a lot of the women, they just want the attentions and the clicks and the likes and you to feed their pocket. So Make better decisions, fellas. Definitely make better decisions. Especially if you got a lady already. Stay with her because ain't nothing out in these streets. Ain't nothing out in these streets. Phenomenal Woman said these women will set you up and have you robbed and murdered. And Strategic Eye said Cardi B trained these ladies. She normalized raping and setting up men. I agree 100%. I remember you took a woman to McDonald's and she was happy. Now this trick want BMW gold. That's shake my head. World of simps we live in.
Nah, Vic, I ain't happy with McDonald's no more. Been there, done that. I need something else.
Oh,
Run
man.
me something else at this
Facts,
point.
yo. Facts.
Shit,
All right.
Chick-fil-A.
So this next topic, oh my gosh, I want to see what the fellas think about this one. So a woman tricks her new husband during a wedding garter tradition. Yo, this is bananas. Like straight up bananas. Where is it at? All right.
It's disgusting. That's what it is. Oh, I shouldn't say that, I guess. I'm shaming somebody somewhere.
Where is it? Where is it?
You got it?
All right. Where is it? Where is it? Here it is.
Rated for a while. So
Nope, wrong one.
Give me a second. I got so much going on here and I'm like thrown off. Okay. These headphones, I had so much going on in my ears right now because I'm trying to find the exact screen. Oh my gosh. Whew. Here we go. And just for those, if you can't see it clearly, that's a dude sitting in the chair. Yo. When I saw that, I said to myself, yo, if I just tied the knot, I'm getting the divorce right there on the spot, bro.
Holy.
Yo.
Does it depend who that male is to you?
No, hell no, it don't. Number one, like, okay. If I was blindfold and I was just like reaching, yo, this dude was kissing on the legs and the whole nine, yo, and like licking on the legs and stuff. You get what I'm saying?
But that dude's leg gotta be hairy, so he gotta like that.
For all we know, what if the dude shaved or whatever the case may be?
Oh,
But
true.
what I'm saying is, yo, for you to do that, like that, there's certain boundaries that you shouldn't cross, yo. There's certain, and what about the dude sitting in the chair?
That he's wrong.
Like
He's
if that's me, I'm like, yo, these games is gonna stop. Like, yo, find RuPaul or something. Let him sit in this chair. You feel me? Not me. Yo,
like that.
So this is crazy. Like, I know there, like, I've seen people like change up the bridal party. You know, they do the first look and the picture. You be like, why is my best man in the dress? Like, they turn around and you look and you see.
yeah.
Like, these people have been doing these kind of pranks for years. I just feel like this one was
That's
to the
too-
extreme.
Yeah.
Yes.
My thing is, once he went to go lick the leg the first time, you should
should've
have took his
stopped him.
blindfold off. You should
should've
have stopped
stopped
him.
him. Yeah.
Because you knew it was about to go left field. And I'm not saying everybody that does this traditional garter, you know, tradition at their wedding go to left field. But the minute you saw him start licking the leg, you should have been, all right, babe.
You licked the
Cat,
leg?
we done. I gotta stop you right now.
I've been like, yo, chill. You
You
get what I'm
gotta do
saying?
something. Like
there's
somebody
certain-
gotta stop you. Nobody, you see this whole wedding party and ain't nobody stop
Wait,
you.
you licked it?
Yes,
He was
it looked
licking
like
the
he-
dude's
Yo,
leg.
here's the thing. Here's what people don't understand. You know how they say women need space? No, men need space. Think about it. June, if me were chilling like in the crib or whatever, and we about to sit on the couch and watch a movie, you gonna sit on one end of the couch, I'm gonna sit on the other. If we walk in the bathroom and there's 5 stalls, you're gonna be at the stall over here, I'm gonna be at the stall way over there. If you come at the stall next to me, I'm looking at you like, bro, what are you
That'd
doing?
be funny. Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? We need our space from other men. So
Yeah.
now for you to do this, oh
He
come
licked
on,
his leg.
yo, you breaking the guy code, yo, like come on, and then you don't even stop me, and you laugh
Yeah,
like,
somebody was gonna
yo,
stop him.
you laughing at
Somebody
me
had
too,
to.
like come on, man, like yo, that's disrespectful, and I get like, when I saw it, I was laughing, but then I put myself in that man's shoes, out, yo, I'd have been tight. Yo, oh man, I would have been tight. Like,
Be like, what and over, shut it down. Nobody's
Yo.
getting this cake. Nobody's
Oh,
getting the
all
rest
right,
of this
so
food.
so June, if that was you and you was licking on the legs in the whole 9, what would your reactions be when you took that blindfold off?
I don't know if I could forgive it. I don't know. It'd take a
There
while.
you go.
It would take
Yo.
a while for me to because
Yo,
I would have the taste of your leg in my mouth. I don't know if I could forgive that. Like,
yes,
that's too far.
like yo, on our important day.
I'd be mad at her definitely, and I would be mad at him for allowing me to lick his legs. It's
Yeah,
like,
yo.
But-
Okay, so now so think about
I'd be
it.
mad at both of
Somebody had to set this up. So that either got to be the best man. So think about it. Best man, either your close friend or a family member. In my head, I'm cutting you off. I'm sorry. I didn't lick your leg. I'm cutting you off at this point. Like, I don't even care if you're my brother. We ain't
Can't
talking
even-
no more.
can't
We
even
not
look at her.
talking no more. You didn't stop me, and you let me do this in front of all of the family, all of the friends. Everybody got this video, and it's circulating on online now.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
that's
Now I'm
a-
embarrassed. Now I'm
Yeah.
embarrassed. Everybody to see my embarrassment,
yeah.
and y'all was
I-
stupid enough to put this online. One of
I-
y'all was stupid enough to post this online.
I just got to play it again for everybody. Yo, and your man was grinding too, like getting it in.
He said, "This my song." That leg gonna look hairy either. And that's the wife on the floor cracking up. She was supposed to stop them right there. Stop him. And they getting closer.
Yo, that's a sin and a shame, yo. That is a sin and a shame. Like, oh my gosh. Yeah, man, like certain games you should not play. And yeah, that's one of them.
But they may have that type of, like Drake and his friends, they play funny gay games, they said. So they may have that type of relationship though, where they play around like that.
That is true. Yo,
But am
Vic
I
said,
winning, though?
how about the TikTok prank of the black dude eye folded and his friend put a candy penis in his mouth? That gay stuff is getting out of hand. Yo, that video, it was funny as hell, but like I said, if I was on the receiving end, yo, we're gonna have a big misunderstanding up in that bad boy, yo.
It's not funny. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all fun and games to other people. It ain't gonna be fun and games if it happened to me. There's a problem.
Facts. All right. So the next topic we're gonna go to is toddlers caught on camera cursing and hitting police officers. Like, yeah. I ain't even gonna say much more. Check out this clip.
Fuck off! you got those ugly ass church. I'm frying his ass. His deep fried Oreo head ass. I bet when I throw one of them in a fry pan, they ass gonna burn.
Like, what is your take on this? Seeing these kids act like this. Who want to go first?
This is so irresponsible on so many levels. First of all, where the parents at?
Mm-hmm.
Because these kids learned this behavior from them. So I feel like the parents need to be talked to. The kids need to be talked to. This is not okay.
Maybe
Like, this
not,
is
maybe not from them. It could be no supervision, and they left them with the cousins, the little cousins who watch stuff and act like that. Because I know of a situation just like that. The parents don't act like that. They're just not around to surveil.
But
That's it.
see
Yeah,
that, but that's the
yeah.
problem though. The parents should know who they leaving their kids with.
Of course.
And if you're leaving your kids with irresponsible people, this is how your kids turn out. You
Absolutely.
talking the kids don't look no older than 5 years old. You should not be talking like that. And one of them got on a paper and no clothes.
Peep game, right? Because I know we was talking about the live and everything that we was gonna do yesterday, but we put it on for today. It's funny that we was talking about doing the live and everything because the last store, well, not the last store, but the next to last, one of the last few stores that I did, right? When I walk in there, I do what I got to do, whatever, restock the shelves and everything. And when I'm ready to leave to get my paperwork, the woman who just came into her shift brought her son in there. So, and I'm like, hey, ma'am, you got the paperwork? She's like, no, the girl that was working before me, she was supposed to have your paperwork. And I'm like, oh, well, she left. She never gave it to me. When I tell you she's talking to me, just cursing up a storm. And the little boy is like literally right there.
At you or just
No, just talking about
okay.
the other female worker. And she's just cursing up a storm. And in my head, I'm like, everything you're doing, this kid is paying attention to. You think they're not paying attention, but he sees the way you're communicating, cursing and all this stuff. What do you think that he's gonna do as he get older? Because this is what he's doing. He's gonna become a product of his environment, especially from you, who's his mother.
Facts.
Ain't no other better teacher than the person's parents. That's who they're gonna look to try and what's the word I'm looking for? They're gonna try and
emulate.
Emulating.
Yeah, they're gonna try and emulate before anybody else. Now, if they don't get the attention from the parents, then they're gonna look to emulate, whoever they get that attention from. But yeah, man, so it's the parents 100%. It's like I get your point, June, too. Your point too, June, about it could be the friends and everything like that, but that still trickles down to the parents though, man. Because if you're letting your child hang out with these group of friends, or well, kids will hang out with whoever they want to hang out with anyway. They'll try to sneak to do it anyway.
But they
But
were
if you
too
don't put
little.
if you don't put no buffers,
No, I wasn't
yeah,
directing blame. Blame
okay,
is always going to be on the parent, no matter what. I was saying the parent may not act like that. They probably didn't get it from the parent. I mean, like directly. That's what I meant.
okay,
Correct.
no,
But think about it
the
though.
parent is
If
to blame. Definitely.
think about it. And I get it. You got kids raising kids. Then you got, the kids going, hey, I got to go to work. Let me go drop you off at grandma's house, auntie house, whatever. But when you go drop your kids off, you have to know what you're leaving your kids with. If you know these are not responsible people, or they're cursing up a storm, or they're not a good role model for your child, this is what happens. You get little kids that curse at police and hit at police and think it's okay. You don't just pick that up as a little kid. You
Yeah,
don't.
that's
Vic,
I have
Vic,
issues with that as well. Walls, you could read that.
yeah. Vic said those are being breeded to be criminals. They will get what?
Lit
Like a
like
lit like a Christmas tree in the future if they don't change. But I blame the parents. Then he also said we have to accept it. Most our people love the filthy lifestyle. And that is such a fact, yo. A lot of people nowadays, like, they enjoy the filthy lifestyle of the cursing and the whole, not like, yo, like, it is what it is. I can't disagree with that, man. Like, this is another thing I gotta ask too, man. Like, even those kid parents, are they in a 2-parent household? That's what I want to know. Now, that doesn't really say much when you have kids raising kids. But a real man is gonna look to discipline that child and teach that child right from wrong. Prime example, like even in my household, if I discipline my kids, after I discipline my like I try to give my kids an explanation for everything, so to speak. So after I discipline them, what I'll do is I'll come back and reassess the situation. So say like for instance, my daughter just the other day, I told her stop doing something or whatever. I forgot what it was, but it was something minuscule. They would matter of fact, they was doing her and her brother was doing the laundry and they arguing and I was like, "Hey, listen to your brother to do such and such." And she started crying. So I was like, "Oh, you want to cry? I'm gonna give you a reason to cry or whatever." Fast forward after she gets in trouble, I come back and reevaluate. I was like, "Yo, do you know why you got in trouble?" Because I was crying. I was like, "No, no, no, no. Crying is not an issue. The problem I had was you cried for no reason. All I did was spoke to you and you started crying. Why did you need to cry? Did that warrant you crying?" I was like, "Now, if I took your tablet away, if I sent you to bed, if you was watching a TV show and I turned your TV off, yeah, I can understand you can get emotional and want to cry. But if somebody literally just say to you, like if you're eating chicken and they say, hey, put the chicken down, eat it with your fork, does that warrant something for you to cry about? No, exactly. You get but what I'm saying is you like fathers in the household like more so do that disciplinary action, whereas mothers try to coddle the kids. Not all mothers, some mothers, they will go in, but in a traditional sense the mothers try to coddle while the fathers are the disciplinary action.
You know what though? In my family,
Uh-huh.
I believe like I'm looking at my mother's sisters and all of them.
Hmm.
It's the women that do the beating. Like I'm not even just talking about the discipline. Yeah, my father do the discipline with talking like, yo, you need to listen to your mother. Like if she say this, it goes like that. Like he set that standard where dag, I gotta listen to her. But when
Let
it
me
came to whooping, I was getting it from the women. Like my
but let,
uncles never beat me. My aunties, oh yeah.
definitely, but what was the beating stemming from you not listening to them?
Yes.
That's what
Correct.
I but see that's different. I'm talking about disciplinary actions. Not listening to me telling you to go wash the dishes. That's different than disciplinary action. You get what I'm saying? Like a teaching moment where it's like, "Hey, don't curse at your sister or don't hit your little sister.
Gotcha.
Don't spit at your brother." You get what I'm saying? Disciplinary action and not listening to me telling you to do something is total like two different dynamics. That's
Gotcha.
what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But yeah, man, I give full blame to the parents because yo, like nowadays in society, man, especially like out there in freaking hug me nut tidy whiteys, like come on, man, like seriously, and then you're swinging at police officers. So now you're gonna grow up thinking this is okay to do because nobody disciplined you on what you did.
What but was let's say those kids ended up taking a claiming a life at like 15, right? Do
Hmm.
you think the parents hold 100% of that blame?
Yes,
Yes.
because you didn't correct the issue that was going on.
See, here go the thing though. I
Okay.
think the officers hold some blame too. Because if I was a cop, I would scare the life out of those kids. I would grab them, not like trying to harm them, but I would make them think they're getting locked up. I would make sure they understand you never place your hand on anybody in law enforcement. Because you do
But
that,
you
you could get killed for that. So they didn't
but
even do anything. They just like you could punch me and cuss at me. I'm not gonna do anything now. But when you older, I'm gonna do no. They should have done
but
something.
but you know what though? While I agree with you, I think the public pushback would be that far great. Because think about it. You have people that get shot or whatever, and they was genuinely doing a crime or something,
Had a
and
gun in
people
the
get behind them. And
Mhm.
now you're talking a two or three, like a toddler.
I
People
would
are
still
gonna
do it
because
though.
this is how like lost we are, where people can do a wrong, the police retaliate, and you're still mad at the police. Like it's just mind boggling. So the thing is, if the police would have took action, I think like put it like this. Nobody's even really talking about what the toddlers did. But I guarantee you, if the police would have took action, everybody would have been talking about what the police officers did and even further negated the actions of the 3-year-old. The 3 or 2-year-olds.
I
Well,
agree
and
100%.
yeah, I agree with you on that one. But
feel
on
me?
the flip side, it's like, okay, you'll see these in them couple of seconds that was on that video. Where were the other parents at? Where was the adult in the situation? Because my thing is, when the kid hit the first time, you should have been there to grab their hand. Because if it was my child, the minute you put your hand up a little bit, I'm coming to touch your hand. Because you shouldn't be swatting or hitting at anybody. The second time you did it, somebody should have been there and said, hey, so that means one or two things is happening. Yes, I get. Maybe the cops was on patrol, so they was the closest one to this kid. The cop, yes, if they would have said something, there might have been some pushback. On the flip side, is like, at what point, what adult is going to take on the circumstance? This is a kid. If you don't, it's a toddler. So if you don't tell this toddler, hey, it's not okay to hit. It's not okay to be out here with no clothes on. It's not okay to be out here with no shoes. Like, when are you going to say something?
But
and like, look, they could have been outside playing in the sprinklers or whatever.
Hold on. Let June was gonna say something.
Yeah.
I was going to ask, but Erica, should I not do my job because you're going to have a problem with it? Like, I couldn't do my job because the public's going to have an issue with it.
Facts.
But see, but that's the problem. Though. It's like being a cop in a situation, the kid already hit at you for the first time. You moving back because you don't want this kid to hit at you again. 1. 2, it's like, as the adult in the situation, like, what do I do? If that was one of my nieces and nephews, I'm going over there and I'm having a conversation and be like, hey, this is not nice. Do you want somebody to hit you back? No. That's when you hit midstream, you grab their hand. And I'm not saying grab it to the point where you're pulling it and yanking it away, but that's when you catch their hand and be like, hey, let's talk about this. But these cops don't know these kids. And you don't know if this kid get up on you and they about to do something else because you don't know. But that's when you have to look at where is the adult in the situation for these kids.
But June, what you just said definitely have to make me step back and reevaluate what I said, because you're absolutely right. As a police officer, your job is to correct something negative that's going on. So you're in a sense of him acting like he was going to lock him up, so to speak. I got to agree with that. I got to agree where he should have took the action to even say, I'm going to lock you up, or even if he did put him in cuffs, take him to this parent's house or something and be like, yo, I wouldn't say cuffs, but throw him in the backseat of your car. Put him in the backseat of your car. We're going to your parents' house. And explain to the parents what this little boy did. Because as of right now, we don't know what happened after the video, but looking at what happened right here, I don't see where anybody who was in the video took any type of corrective measures to tell the child this is not how to react or not how to act, so to speak. So if that's not being done, then we in a world of hurt in the future, man. But that's why I said I gotta reevaluate what June said. They should have took some type of action. Because like it got to start somewhere. Vic said, Walls P, our people scream, put our own to patrol us. Look if they disrespect white cops and give them a hard time. Imagine what they will be with our own. Imagine what they'll be with our own.
They're going to be worse.
I agree.
Unfortunately, because a lot of times you look in our neighborhoods, they look down at the cops that look just like them. They do.
Yeah.
They see that you grew up in these areas, you was raised in these areas, and they have more disdain and more disrespect for the ones that look like them than the ones that don't look like them.
Man, all I know is we it looked like we're lost, man. And times is just getting harder and freaking harder, man. That's why I say, like, everybody say, oh, like I remember my boy William Wade, Mookie. He was like yo, man, why do all black? Because this was the video of the state senator who was twerking, and he was like, yo, man, she was just out having fun. Why do it seem like black people gotta, always stay on edge? Like always walk a thin line. I'm paraphrasing, but something of done along those lines. And I'm like, yeah, but look at what black folks are doing. You know what I'm saying? Look at what, as far as like us blacks in general, we glorify so much negative behavior. So why do you not think those who are trying to do the right thing got to walk the fine line? Because we already know if we mess up, we're going to be grouped in with those bad apples. So they're making it better for us civilians who are trying to, prosper in life, are trying to make a better life, are trying to do the right thing. And we all know when it comes to a group, the bad apples are the ones that are on the forefront. You get what I'm saying? People don't look at the good, they always look at the bad. That's just how it is. Like there's millions of cop videos that you show them, like, playing basketball with people, or there's millions of videos of like a lady, making a home cooked meal for a dude and giving him back massages, all of that stuff. But nobody talks about it. All they talk about is the cheating and this, that, and the third, all the negativity. So all the blacks that are acting a fool, they're going to be the forefront. And we, the ones who know that we're doing good, are trying to make good. We know what the blowback will be, because once we mess up once, we're going to be lumped in with everybody else. That's why we need to teach our children not to act that way, and that's how you're going to change the narrative going in the future. You get what I'm saying? So if you raise the kids to act right, not do these stupid things, man, it kind of breaks the cycle.
But Walls, here's the question, because this is exactly what I know, I hear, and I kind of understand it. But why should black people stop acting like that when white people can act like that? Like I see white people twerking, they get love for it. Like when they doing twerking videos, let's say it's at a wedding, they get love. There's no negative to it. So how is that going to be changed? How's the narrative going to be changed if we're just saying?
Listen, check this out. Do you see men going up, destroying restaurants, and then twerking, showing that they're happy about what they did? Do you see them jumping people, robbing them, knocking them out unconsciously, and then twerking after doing those actions? No, you don't really see that.
If I search deep enough, I'm sure I'll find that as well.
Yeah, listen to what you said. If you search deep enough, you don't have to search and you see these things.
Because we put black and Spanish and all that stuff in the forefront. We don't put the white stuff in the forefront. We keep that under wraps. I promise you. I'm saying society. We don't glorify their negatives like we.
Okay.
Like I be on World Star and it just seemed like
perfect example.
Black ignorant.
Check this out. Perfect example, because me and Erica P was talking about this earlier.
Mm-hmm.
The senator who was twerking. Do you know that day she was out with her white friends at the beach?
Nah,
so how does twerking get put on the internet, but the white counterparts that you have the common sense and decency to know this ain't right for us to put out there? That's the problem. They know to have the decency of what doesn't fit right in certain situations, whereas us, we'll sit there and put ourselves in peculiar situations, get the blowback, and be like, well, why are you giving me blowback?
But you're assuming they didn't do that. Just because it's not publicized, they're not running for Senate. So it's not going to be publicized.
Even if they're not running for Senate, so to speak. But notice, nobody even mentioned or even knew about her being out there with the white friends. So think about it. If they did do it, you don't think that would as a means to save this woman's cheeks, so to speak?
I almost feel like it was a setup. And I'm going to say this from my end.
Uh-huh.
I go out there. It's 6 of us that go out to this beach, right? I'm twerking. The other 6 twerking too. Where they video at?
No, but
but the reason I'm saying this is, think about it. They all might have had it on their phones. Think about it though. They all had the videos, correct? She being, let's say, 6, I was the only one that looked like me. And it was a funny video to post up. But guess what? I didn't take into account that my constituents might not like that I'm half dressed and I'm twerking. The job that I have, you don't know. These people elected me in. They see this video, they may think that it's distasteful. They may not want to elect me back in. Thing number 3 is those other 5 people who also had videos similar to mine who didn't post it. You don't know if they didn't post it because it was their job. Because they posted online, guess what? You already know. Jobs looking at people's Facebook pages, Instagrams, all types of foolery. So that could have been the, hey, you ain't got no job tomorrow morning to go to because we just saw this video. Or you teach at somebody's school and the teacher, you know, the kid's parent said, well, this is inappropriate. Now the principal would have found out about it. So like these are things that people don't take into account when they start posting stuff on their personal page. Your personal page, when you're a politician, is now a public page. I don't care that you didn't friend me to get to your stuff. My friend of a friend is your friend, and now I see everything that you post. That means everything is free game at this point. So therefore, you twerked. Now you got to handle this blowback. Now, if your bills don't get passed and somebody would have used the fact that you went out there twerking is the reason that your bill ain't passed now, that's what you got to deal with.
Yeah.
Because it's on you because you allowed yourself to cut loose and then you decided to post this video. So that means you decided to take on all of the blowback that comes on with it. So if you don't get reelected in this next election, whose fault do you think that is? Because now you done gave these people a reason for them not to elect you over a stupid video.
But here's the thing, because I want to get to address exactly what June was saying. I agree. There's times that white people do things that is okay in the views of society, but when black people do it, it's viewed, you know, in a negative content. But like I said, in a lot of the situations, whatever, like for instance, the twerking, so to speak, you see it conducted in a negative light a lot. That's what I'm pretty much getting at. You know how many times, like, there was just a video of what is it? The place was called Bella Fries in New York, and it was some Latino women. They went in there like 4 in the morning or whatever, went and ordered their food, and the place they're looking for, they pay like extra $1.47 for extra sauce or something. They wanted to get extra sauce. They like, oh, you got to pay $1.47. They go and destroy the whole restaurant, over $20,000 worth of damages. And after they do it, they start twerking. Like, so how am I supposed to look at twerking as being a positive thing?
No. I agree.
You get what I'm saying? So it's like, yo, I don't see the white counterpart destroying and vandalizing stuff and then go twerking. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I understand if you look for it, yes, you can find it, so to speak. But yeah, I don't know.
I get you're saying you don't see them doing that, but that can just be is not. I just noticed they put a lot of the negatives they highlighted. Like when I go on World Star, I really just see, and I recently started going on, and I'm like, dang, I see a lot of just black ignorance, Spanish ignorance, and I'm like, is it only black and Spanish people that's being ignorant? Like, is that it? I don't believe that.
No,
so
it's not.
Why is it just that they're put in there? And then I read the comments, and I'm like, yo, we are an ugly society, yo. Like, it's just the racism and hate, and it's just I don't know. It's just
put it like this, man. One of the most glaring lines that I ever heard was a KKK member said, yo, I'm paraphrasing here, but I like blacks only because they're doing my job for me. I don't have to go and kill blacks. They're doing my job for me, so I love them. I'm paraphrasing. That's not exactly how the phrase went, but when I broke it down, that's what I got from it. You feel me? So that's deep, yo.
It is.
That's deep. Like, you know. All right, these last few comments, and then we'll switch to the next topic. And those who are in the room, we appreciate you stopping by, definitely getting in on this live. Even if you don't say anything or anything, we appreciate you joining us on this live. You could be doing anything else on a Saturday night, but you joining us on this live. All right. You don't see white politicians twerking. Come on. That is true. You may see them dancing, but I never saw a politician twerking. That was the first politician that I actually saw twerking on social media. That I
Yeah.
will say.
But that
That I
doesn't, when it comes to politics, that doesn't really mean anything because I seen my last president do things I didn't see any other president do. And it was
No, I agree. I agree with that, but twerking.
yeah.
This, look,
When
yeah,
I heard
the other
about
politician said, "I'm gonna give you this 2-step real fast. I ain't
But-
giving you nothing more than a 2-step."
Look, we all know politicians be able to break the barrier. Like some of the stuff that Trump said when he was president, no other president would be able to get away with it. But Trump was just a G where he don't give a damn. He's gonna say whatever he want and keep it pushing. Like it is what it is. All right. If she had a brain, she would have known not to act like a savage. Let's not blame whites like usual for our unclassy ways of carrying ourselves. Yeah, that's true. Hispanic savage, and Vic said it's true, and he said Trump was human, not a puppet. We had a real one in the White House. Yep, that's Vic's boy, Trump.
But that's what I'm saying. And he was real. He kept it.
Yeah,
honest.
definitely.
But why is that? What I'm trying to say is that was accepted at the highest position. But this person,
You know why? You know why that was accepted? Because
Why?
people was looking for a president to actually speak the truth and not speak. Even if people say like some of the stuff he said was lies, but people wanted a president to have the balls to say what's on their mind and not just go with the program. You know how many years people been saying, "Yo, man, the presidents are puppets. Speak your mind. I want to hear the truth. Stop teleprompting." So
Yeah.
that's why it was more acceptable and more allowed. And plus, we're moving in a time. Well, I wouldn't say that because now we're moving in a time now where they're trying to, what's the word? Trying to hinder your speech. You know, they trying to censor a lot of stuff. But for years, we was asking for people and politics to stop giving that politic banter, that that politic talk. I want you to give it to me straightforward, straight, raw and real. So I think that's why Trump was able to do what he did.
But that lady, I'm sure other women feel like women should have the rights to, if they want to twerk, they should be allowed to twerk wherever they want. If they want to show their body, women feel that way. So why isn't she accepted as a human being doing her own thing? That's what I'm trying to say. Why is she looked at?
Why?
She's
Why?
looked at it. She's looked at it like that.
Hold on.
Go
I'm
ahead.
gonna let you answer, but the main reason why is because after she did her video, she did say vote for such and such. So you're putting on a promo to gain votes by twerking on a handstand.
Yes. But I'm saying,
But-
how's that different from somebody who's using certain speech to get that same attention? How's that different? That's
Go
what
ahead.
I'm
Go ahead, Erica.
Okay, so I guess me being a black woman, I feel like I look at you differently
You should be
because you're a
embarrassed.
politician. There's not too many that look like me. So because there are not too many that look like me,
Mhm.
I need you to have better class. I need you to not be taking on the cheap shots. And yes, to me, you twerking on a handstand is a cheap shot for you to get my vote. I'm not voting for you because you could twerk. I'm voting for you because I probably have similar views than you. But that is going to make me not vote for you if that's what I have to go look at and see.
And you know what? This is what you said makes perfect sense, June. The question that you asked. The reason why I say that is because this is why black folks are in the predicament that they're in now. And the reason why I say this is because you're willing to vote on a person just because they are twerking as opposed to what they actually are looking to do. So instead of you looking at the politics and they line up with the same views that you have, you look at, oh, they listen to hip hop. Oh, they twerk. Oh, they cool. And that's exactly why we're in this treadmill type of race now. Because of those stupid ass thoughts of this person is cool or I can relate to them.
But it seemed like that's how people
Feel me?
vote.
But
That's how
that may be how you vote, but you still gotta at the end of the day look at the politics. It's kind of like if you like somebody, you find them attractive, you still gotta see what's the insides of how they are.
Of course.
You get what I'm saying? Like
That's
so you're not just gonna marry that person just because they look good. No, you're gonna try and like look inside and be like, all right, let me see. Do you put the toilet seat down or do you clean? Do you clean? Do you cook? You're gonna look into these things. People just look straight on the surface. That's as far as it goes. They got my vote. Like there was many people saying, "Oh, she got my vote." Have no idea what her politics were. None.
Platforms, no nothing.
But then turn around and complain about how society isn't fair in all this. That makes no. How can you complain if you didn't do your diligence to see if the people you're putting in office line up with your beliefs? You feel me? So that's why I'm like, and I get what you're saying, June. I get it 100%. But what I'm saying to those people is, you cannot complain if you're not voting for people who has the same political views as you. If you're just doing it, voting for the wrong reasons. That's my point. That's the point that I'm looking at. You feel me? But it is what it is, man. All right. So we're gonna go into the last topic. This conversation definitely went longer than expected. And I love the conversation that we're having too. Like it's awesome. Trust me, it's awesome. All right. The last one. Hold up. Let's read Vic's last few comments or whatever. He said Trump 2024. Then he said Trump had America running like clockwork, with the media and idiots with the race card stuff making him look bad. Then he said, look at our people complaining about Trump now. They regret voting for Biden. The Democrats got our people with the race card again. I think race is always going to be a top subject of conversation no matter what. It ain't going nowhere. It doesn't matter who's in office, man. Like,
to be honest, they do that to keep the divide. That's the
I
only
know,
way
exactly. That's why I try not to speak about the race card, so to speak, on the channel, because all it's trying to do is just divide us more and more. I love white people just as much as I love my black people. It is what it is. Like, same color when we turn out the lights. Boom. That's how I view it. All right. So this last video, I got a follow-up video to play for you guys too. Where y'all gonna be like, what the hell? All right.
That's number 5?
Yeah, this is the last one. All right, so the last one is Trick Daddy said he would rather let his wife date than divorce.
Whew.
What does he mean by that? Let's see exactly straight from the horse's mouth. All right, hold up. Let me put the volume up and bring it back.
Doesn't feel like because you guys have been separated. So he does her thing.
Right.
So you just want to just stay
going to hell with me for that's a
damn trick.
So don't
understand it.
Mercy.
Well, I know, but I allow her to date.
Okay.
Now I need to start evaluating these dudes who you mess with, because these are boyfriends and husbands-in-law. I'm his your boyfriend. I'm his husband-in-law.
I got a boyfriend-in-law.
That's
crazy.
Because that's my wife boyfriend.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
he's
yeah.
my boyfriend-in-law. And I'm his girlfriend husband, so I'm his husband-in-law. And we need to get along. You need to take care of my wife. They need to do what they need to do.
Mm-hmm.
That's just like that's just like I'm messing with a married woman.
Mm-hmm. Now, why would you do that, Trick?
I would do that because they do that. They did it to me too. But listen, I would do this. When I'm messing with a married woman.
But yeah. So yeah, that's his stance on things. Like, yo,
look, Trick Daddy a little crazy. It did make a little sense, but he's still crazy as I don't know what.
Wait,
so you telling me that, okay, me and my wife, all right, we separated. Look, think about it. She can't get remarried because she's still married to him. He's like, look, you go play all you want to. At the end of the day, you can't do nothing but go out there and date. Think about it. Yes, it's cheating. They both done cheated on each other probably for the last 20 years. I watch Love and Hip Hop. I done seen her trying to go out with some people. I done seen him trying to go out with some people. The kicker is, it's like, at what point do you go for your own happiness and let them go? Because if you're both out there cheating and doing whatever, you might as well not be together. You might as well not. Because at the end of the day, you're not going to get no closure. You're not getting closure from him. She ain't get closure. And what if the new dude that come in really want to be with this girl? You can't be with her if the husband won't let her go.
That's his boyfriend-in-law. So
yeah.
Well, exactly what he said. That's his boyfriend-in-law. So you come on and be nice. You come go get on this bus. What we doing? You gonna go take her out to eat? You about to smash her? Okay, well, I ain't been smashing her for a while, so I'm gonna go ahead and let you have her for the next 6 to 9 months.
It's a difference if he's saying like, yo, she's cheated and I took her back and stuff like that, or whatever the case may be. But he's basically saying, yo, go out, have a boyfriend, whatever, and yada yada. For me, that's unacceptable, because it's like now you're lobbying, for XYZ. But it seems like he's cool with it because he's doing his thing too, or whatever. But at that point, it's like, what the heck's the point of being together? What the heck's the point of being together? But
you also got to look at his lifestyle. He divorced this girl. She helped put him on the map when he started rapping. That means she probably getting some of his royalty money.
Yeah, definitely.
He got to split some of these properties with him. And Trick Daddy is for them cars. You go look at his car profile. Trick Daddy got some cars.
My thing is,
he's gonna have to give up some cars. Think about it. He didn't made his stuff come back around. He relevant again. He wasn't relevant for some years.
Yeah.
Right.
He done got a restaurant going.
How do we not know? How do we not know this is all a ploy though? You feel me?
But this is what I'm saying.
How was it a ploy? Like, what do you mean?
Putting out like all his business, like, she got a boyfriend and I got a this, that, and the third, like, because that, like, even the whole what was that McDonald's thing? Yeah, like, even that was all a hoax or whatever. So how do we not know? Like, because now you're saying, his popularity shot up. So how do we not know it's a ploy?
But why would he want that? Why? Because he put his face out. The guy with the McDonald's, his face wasn't shown. So it's like, we didn't know his identity. Trick Daddy, we know his identity. Why would he want to, like, you seem like a weirdo. Like, I don't know, to me, you seem like a simp.
But he do that because she's on Love and Hip Hop. And you clearly see the boyfriend on the show. So obviously they got introduced to each other. So that's what I'm saying. I watched Love and Hip Hop, and, they were on Love and Hip Hop, I think Miami or one of those. So it was known. He had a whole living girlfriend. And guess what? His wife walked in, like, they lived separately, and she came over. So you talking in some of the older episodes, you run into the house when he still got the girlfriend at the house. And it's like, okay, well, I'm still going in, and we still going to have this conversation, and she going to sit there. So if you doing that to him while he got girlfriends, then guess what? He going to do it to you when you get a boyfriend too.
So with all that being said, my thing is, what's the point of being together at that point? Like, what's the point?
But that's the problem. They haven't been together in years. And she been trying to divorce this man probably for over 10 years. He refused to sign the papers.
No, but
so you know what, then? Go ahead, June. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, like she said, he doesn't have to give up anything. Like, he doesn't have.
Okay, that makes sense. So yeah, that makes sense. It's saving him money.
And think about it. If you out there with your boyfriend, that means you have my pocket less.
As far as he's getting, even if he's dishing money to her, it's far less than if the courts got involved. Pretty much.
And think about it. She got her own businesses with the hair stuff.
Then it becomes mandatory when the cops get involved. So I get it. But with that being said, I got one that's even better than what he said.
Let me see. What's next?
Check this out.
So if we was together and I step out and I got fucked, like, you not tripping on me.
You're not gonna tell me?
I'm gonna tell you now.
You ain't gonna show me the video?
Hell no.
So I can look at that bitch with you and just my shit just rock up and I bust you up after I watch the video?
Yo.
You just gonna go just get dick and not tell me? My
so wait a minute. They together? See, I don't know these
No,
people.
she
I don't
was
know who these people are.
she was interviewing Kevin Gates.
Who is
So when
Kevin
she was
Gates? I don't know who
interviewing
this
him,
is.
so when she was interviewing him, she asked him like about cheating or whatever, and that was what his response was, like, "Yo, if you cheated, show me the video, and basically what you showing me the video, it'll turn me on, and we could get it in." It's kind of like him watching porn.
What is the world coming to?
He's a rapper. Kevin Gates is a rapper though. But yeah,
No.
but that's basically what he's saying. He's like,
But back
yo.
to what is the world coming to? Because
That's a good question.
these people
Yo.
do not believe in, first of all, Trick Daddy and his wife obviously don't believe in being a married couple because y'all doing single stuff and you're married. So technically you got an open marriage.
Look, that's irrelevant. The
This
bottom
other
line,
dude
the bottom line is
saying that
this.
he ready to smash.
The bottom line is this. I can understand if a person
That's crazy.
cheat and you take them back. But to say you want to watch the video,
Something's wrong with you.
you get
Right.
what I'm saying? Like that's the point. That's the dynamic. A person cheat on you, you want to watch the video so that you could get either hard or you could get wet and then smash that person.
That's
You might as well just have a threesome at this point.
That's basically what he said.
So they might as well have just did it in front of his face. What
Let-
was the point of me watching a video? You should have just said, "Come on, bring partner over to the house. Go ahead and smash, and then I'm gonna smash too, and now we both about to be boyfriends together."
Look at the dynamic of exactly how your man said it though. He's like, yo, what? Like, yo, play it again for you.
So if we was together and I step out and I got fucked, like you not tripping on
You're
it.
not gonna tell me?
Is I'm gonna tell you no.
You ain't gonna show me the video?
Hell no.
So I can look at that bitch with you and just my shit just rock up and I bust you up after I watch the video?
Yo.
You just gonna go just get dick and not tell me?
Yo, yeah. He's
That is
like,
crazy.
he's more mad.
These people need therapists.
He's more mad. He's more mad that she wouldn't show him the video than her actually cheating.
What, did you see his face? He said, "You
Yeah.
gonna cheat and not tell me? You gonna cheat and not tell me?" Like, my mind is blown right now. So if I'm going out there, you would just want me to tell you I'm cheating. That mean we ain't cheating. That mean you gave me the green light to go out there, babe.
The
I
sad
went
par-
out there because
sad
obviously you gave me the green light to go out there, and here's the video evidence so you could come bust. Like
The sad part about it is that with the society we live in, people are gonna think it's cool, and it's gonna be a new trend of, yeah, if my spouse cheat, I want to see the video. Like that's how trends start. That's how these crazy trends start, yo. If you want something to start, make it a trend or a challenge.
Well, guess what? The crazy person in my head said you better go make sure y'all got my bail money because you better not tell me you went out there cheating. You don't want to tell me that because one of two things gonna happen. You're either gonna have to escort yourself out because we're done, or somebody gonna have to run me my bail money because I feel like you about to prank me. Like this is foolery that people thinking this is okay.
That's you, but people look up to these artists.
That's crazy.
Because
people look up to people look up to artists more than they look up to doctors and stuff like that. Like, yo.
And
like
to be
Vic
honest,
said,
that is a problem.
That tells you
These
the
people
mentality of our people. Vic said it best.
Y'all see my face? Like, this is bananas to me right now. My face is like, what in the holy crap is this person spewing out? Like, I feel like you're just saying this for likes. Are you saying this for likes? Are you punking me? Is there another video that's about to circulate? Like, yo, I was only playing.
June, would you be able to watch a sex tape that your significant other made?
No.
Nah, look at his face. It was like...
Maybe an X. Maybe if it was like...
Oh, yeah. X, yeah.
That,
put it like this. Put it like this. If it was a situation, right? Married, she had a sex tape, whatever. We're broken up and done. For men, on average, for men, we get over stuff a lot quicker than women do. So once I get over that getting over period, I think I'd want to watch it. Like, let me see if what I was doing was better than, you get what I'm saying? So eventually I would want to see it. But at that given moment,
never.
Nah. Me, I can't do it, man. Me, I can't do it.
No way.
Yeah, that I tell you, that's a hell of a man to be able to do that.
Look, I don't even want to
That's a hell
see a
of a
video
man.
that even looked like it would almost be me. You'd be like, "Is that me? Turn it off. Turn it off."
That video about that woman that she stabbed her husband or stabbed her husband or something, or shot him because she saw a sex tape on his phone. But the crazy thing is, the sex tape was with her, but she was a lot smaller and she had put on a lot of weight, and she didn't realize that it was her.
Oh my! Yo,
Yeah.
I completely
Nah, he
stand with
didn't
you on
die.
that, right?
He didn't die, whatever. But she shot him up or stabbed him or something. Like, that's bananas, yo.
Did she play insanity? Because I feel like that was an insane moment. I'm looking like I saw red. I ain't seen nothing, and then I was like, "Wait, that's me." Oh man,
Yo.
no, that's me.
Yeah, yo. Rex Wu is in the building. What up, Rex? That's another dude. Check out his channel, Rex Wu. Great channel over there, man. Definitely check him out. But yeah, that's some serious type of jealousy. But yo, Kevin Gates, I give that to you. The fact that you would want, if your wife cheated on you or your girl cheated on you, you would want to see the videotape, and then while you're watching the tape, actually get hard and then have sex with her. Look, different strokes for different folks. It is what it is. It couldn't be me, June. Like you said, it couldn't be you. Erica P, could that be you?
Nah, absolutely not.
Hey, it is what it is. But that's gonna do it for this live show. This was definitely fun. We spent more time on the topics than we wanted to or whatever, but it is what it is. That's what happened when you live. That's why it's live, right?
Yes,
It
sir.
is what it is. So, I don't know if we're gonna try and schedule this for next Friday again, whatever, but definitely me, like I said, being strategic, we're gonna do a collaboration tomorrow. I don't know if it's gonna be live or pre-recorded, but definitely stay tuned to check it out. You know, let me see. Rex said, and then post that video to OnlyFans and make some cash. I agree. If you're gonna have a video or something, put it on OnlyFans and bring money into the house. You feel me? Like, at least let me get some type of benefit, like pay the car off. You get what I'm saying? Like, yo, get some type of benefits. Maybe that can lessen the blow. You feel me? So, but it is what it is, man. It is what it is. This was definitely fun. Do y'all got anything else y'all need to add to the program before we sign off?
If a woman's being victimized, call the police.
Yes, I agree. Definitely call the police if a woman's being victimized. Men, stop thinking with your little head and think with your big head, so that you won't be set up by these ladies that date rape you. Walk off with your goods. So,
I'm about to say, people be vigilant. You go to this club, if the cup is sitting there too long, just leave it alone.
Exactly.
Just order that next drink. Just leave it there.
Yo, to the married people who are getting married, do not play no games where you putting a man in a compromised position where it looked like he's doing something that is not in the same lane that he drives in. So it is what it is, man. And the toddlers, like cursing at the cop on camera and hitting them, we definitely need to do better as parents, you know, and guiding the youth. And hey, like I said, with the Trick Daddy and the whole tape thing, more power to y'all, but that's not my cup of tea. Those who tuned into the live, we appreciate you guys for joining us on this Saturday night. You could have been anywhere else, but you was here with us. We appreciate it. Definitely like, share, subscribe to the channels. And with that being said, man, we will catch you guys on another episode, live collaboration with Matter of Opinion. Hold up, hear me out though. And yeah, we bid you guys a good night. Peace.